Not long ago, deep in the Appalachian Moosh, a group of drunken Mooshfits joined forces to play Dungeons and Moosh. Inspired by Moosh, equipped with loose Moosh, and a questionable understanding of the Moosh, our heroes venture forth to explore strange new Moosh. So gather up your Moosh, and your Moosh, and join us on a Moosh as we make absolute Moosh of ourselves. This is Botched, a D&D Mooshcast. Previously on Botched.
This big, giant, scary, shadowy, I don't know what it was. Look, I think it killed some people, maybe, and that new guy got burned to a crisp and his eyeballs kind of melted out, and I'm not into that.
Welcome back, listeners, to the 28th episode of our 6th season. Thanks so much for tuning in again. We are going to start right where we left off last time, because you're going to notice during this episode that Phil is not present. Unfortunately, he has had a death with his kitty cat, so he is taking the night off. So he'll be absent from this episode and the next one. But that works out great, because as we left off last time, we were figuring out, what was... Yeah, it was a cliffhanger. What happened to Boof? Well, Boof's dead as shit. Boof died from horrible, horrible internal injuries. He died in a turned-over ambulance.
I thought he was outside the ambulance.
I thought they got in the ambulance.
Yeah.
I thought Stetson carried him into the ambulance to try and fix him, and then Charlie decided to blow up the car next to the ambulance.
I didn't. No, hold on. Charlie didn't decide to blow up the car.
Well, you
happened.
caused an explosion next to a car.
Smile, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. You made a boom boom next to a car, which caused another explosion, which caused the ambulance to roll over. But at least that didn't explode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now there's just a big fireball right there. The shadow thing seems to be gone. So Sean Alistair? Sean Alistair had jumped across the street into another building because there is a horde of these fun dead zombies running up the parking garage. So you have about a turn, maybe two, before they get to you. And
also he was hidden in the cupboard in the sink
next
door, covered in pork. Because it keeps the human stink off me.
Sure.
I rolled for it and everything.
Yeah, I know you did.
Okay, I rolled well.
Yeah, you are covered in pig.
And the zombies ignored the dead pigs, so clearly, it's like camouflage.
Yeah.
So my theory about taking mushrooms and tripping to walk with the hordes is wrong. You just have to cover yourself in dead animals.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that at all.
Get your meat suits. Get your meat suits.
Get your meat suits ready. So, let's just start with Stetson. You've noticed that Boof has died in your arms tonight.
Did the cicadas come back to life and fly away?
No, he doesn't have them anymore.
It must have been...
It was crawfish. Did the crawfish reform and scurry away?
What crawfish are you talking about?
Didn't he?
They were crawfish tails.
For what?
For his teeth.
No. He got regular teeth.
Oh, he got implants?
Well, no, he got dentures from the Duke.
What a waste.
Lame. Take the dentures to remember him by it, then.
Sure.
I'll reach down and pluck out the denture. No,
You
waste
know
not.
that guy.
Waste not.
It's fair. You pluck it out of
Well,
his
it makes taking the teeth out a lot easier.
bloody corpse. Are you taking anything off of his person before you run away?
Can I really super quick do a pat down, see if I can find anything
Real
of value?
quick.
Because I really don't know him that well.
Real
know
quick.
what to
So
look
roll
for.
me investigation with disadvantage. Because this is real
with
quick.
With disadvantage, great. Well, that was a 3.
Great.
No. Let's see if I rolled lower. No, it's a 3. So that's gonna be a 3.
He had a mace, binoculars.
He did have binoculars.
Binoculars. That's true. He did have binoculars.
He would probably have those hanging around his neck for quick access.
Let's see here. You see a bow. So he has a bow, a long bow.
Now I have a bow.
That's the first thing you see on him. And God damn it, he just writes the weirdest fucking things on his character sheet that don't make any sense. All right. And you find a little bottle of painkillers.
Pills. I love pills.
That's it. That's all you can find.
I rattle the pills a little bit and then I run. Charlie, I think it's time we follow that squirrely friend of yours.
She's already gone.
Oh shit! I look up. Oh my god! I'm talking to myself. So I'll run and dive across to the roof where Alistair.
Roll me an acrobatics and an athletics.
I can do both of those. In that order.
Yes.
Acrobatics is a natural 20.
Ooh, okay. You vault over that wall like a fucking gymnast.
How far do you get?
Yeah. Perfect form.
Athletics is a 13.
All right. So yeah. So you are really focused on the getting over the wall part, not as much the across the way part.
Well, if you attempt a harder, movement set, then your highest achievable score gets higher. It's basic gymnastics rules.
Okay. I'll tell you what I'll do. High or low?
Low.
Okay.
I'm going down.
You get to add a D10 to it.
Ooh.
Because of the nat 20?
Because of the nat 20.
That's bullshit.
That vault.
That would be an additional 4.
Okay, so 17. It's not like the most amazing, distance ever, but you're definitely gonna get across the street.
I mean, shouldn't you also high-low him to see if one of the shards of the broken glass is still sticking up from the bottom and he lands on it with his tongue?
Well,
or
but
something?
see,
Slices
you
his
landed on
leg
the
off.
first. So, Sean, you landed on the first floor of the building. He might not.
okay.
With
I
that
see.
roll, he's probably gonna land on like the second floor of the
Oh,
building.
okay.
So he's gonna go through an unbroken glass.
Well, I'm not in a good place then, am I?
No, not
I
Tim.
thought I was in the second story like
No.
everyone else.
Well, there's nobody else is in that building, so.
So as I am hurtling through the air, like a graceful swan,
Sure.
may I roll a perception check to see the broken window below me and maybe get an idea for where that squirrely man went to?
Sure.
It's a 10.
Okay. So with your, a lot is going on right now. So it's like you
very
just took
confusing
slow-mo
times.
because you've jumped, you feel yourself sliding like a tree squirrel across the street, and just with a quick notice you see that there is broken glass on the first floor, but you're going to hit the non-broken glass on the second floor.
I break my own glass. I'm a trailblazer.
Okay?
Yeah.
We'll see how
I lead.
we'll see how that works because he shot his glass out.
Oh,
so.
that's true, I did.
Well, I got cowboy boots on, so I got
But
these
you're going
nice sturdy
face
heels. Who said I was going face first? You said that.
I mean,
didn't say
I don't
that.
know.
Obviously, I want to go feet first.
Okay. All right. So you're flying through the air. That's all you can notice. Roll me a strength check.
I'm very strong. I'm a strong son of a bitch. Shit, I'm rolling like crap though. That is a 13.
All right. So you put your legs out and you just smack into this glass on the second floor. The glass cracks slightly, but does not break, and you fall the 2-story or from the second story to
I
the ground.
wildly clutch at the wall as I slide down.
Well, there's not really.
I flail. I scream a little. Ah!
Roll me a deck save.
To grab the broken
Try
glass
and
on the
catch
first floor.
something.
Just pierce my hands directly. Oh, god damn it. 13 again?
No.
Lucky 13.
You don't manage to catch anything, and you just drop, and you take 9 falling damage as you land on a bunch of broken glass that have shattered from the window. But also, it's the street, and there's a full-on zombie horde, so there are zombies pretty close by.
Ruh-roh.
Not like next to you, but they're close.
I will dive through the broken window.
You're on the ground. You're literally laying on the ground right now.
You said the broken window was on the first floor.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
It's not street
I'm
level.
saying at the end of your turn, you're
Are y'all
on your.
Canadian? The first floor is the street level.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's only broken at the top because I came through the top of the window, right?
I break the rest of it.
Your turn is over. Okay.
And now
You're
for my
on the
7th
ground.
action.
Your turn is over for right now. Jesus Christ, Phil 2.0.
Somebody's
Charlie.
got to do it since he's not here.
Yeah. Charlie, you're up.
I'm gonna walk over and take Boof's mace.
Okay.
and his tool pouch.
His tool pouch?
Yeah.
He doesn't even have that written down.
You gave it to him.
He doesn't even have it down. He has...
I'm glad I write down y'all's stuff.
He has bow, machete, bone saw, mace, band-aids, painkillers, antifungal spray would be my guess, noculars,
Antifa spray.
two balls, my fisto.
Noculars.
It just says noculars. Doesn't even say that.
They are butt noculars.
Okay. And then 17 arrows. That is all he has on his sheet. He says nothing but a tool pouch.
It was the tool belt that you roll and the pouches have different things in them.
That's Feaster.
That was Feaster.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. I put it next to Boof. Damn it.
I was like, if she's talking about that
Opportunity passed on that one.
one. Yeah, the giraffe's got that.
Then I'm going to take the antifungal spray.
Okay.
And Charlie's going to be very sad as she walks away toward the windows.
Okay. So since you're walking, you notice that the horde is very, very close by.
Question. So since the actions are simultaneous, it has what's his face already jumped?
Yeah. She's taking her time to walk around. Stetson is like a gazelle running by her and then leaping out and
Smash
across
into
the street.
She sees him hit.
Charlie hears a dum.
And a slight crack.
Yeah. And
That
then
looked like it hurt.
from landing on glass.
I'm going to investigate to see if there's a safer way of doing that.
It's like a ladder on the side. God damn it.
Someone put a zip line up. That's so weird.
Yeah. It's how the workers used to get to work. The zip
You-
line. It was
you
a
would-
fun
Yeah.
place.
You would probably guess the safest way would to be go even higher up in the parking garage to then jump out because you have a better chance of hitting the other building.
Isn't El Monstro up higher, or is it gone?
It died.
It exploded.
They blew it
Okay,
up.
thank
Yeah,
God.
they blew it the fuck up. Yeah. It had 2 explosions go off right next to it, so it's dead. Yeah, so that's probably your safest bet. There may even be something else up there to allow you to get over there. You're not 100% sure. But
Then I'm
that's
going to run up.
okay. Athletics, since the horde is going to be running too.
You don't say.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a nat 20.
You are just booking it. The grief from Boof dying and then your newly acquired friend, eyes melting out of his head. All of this is really just, it's weighing heavy on you, Charlie, but not on your feet because you're just flying.
I'm run crying.
Yeah, you're run crying. And I'm going to say that you get up another 3 stories to the roof. And there's not a whole lot up here. There's one car that's parked up here, close to where you're located. It looks like it's a little run down, but it's not like the tires are still on it. There's just a little bit of like growth and whatnot. It looks like a couple birds have made a nest of it. But other than that, it's sitting there. And there also appears to be not a radio tower, but one of those long, skinny towers jutting up off of the top of the
lightning
parking
rod?
garage. Yeah, kind of like a cross between a lightning rod and a radio tower, something like that. It's
I
about
believe that's a DirecTV antenna.
sure, and that's about 20 feet high.
From the before times.
Does it look like the antenna will reach the other roof if I knock it over?
If you could knock it over, yeah.
Okay.
It won't reach the roof because the other building's higher, but it would reach the other side. And probably knock in a window or something.
If you can lift a lumber, you can lift a rod. Tip a rod.
That's the rules of nature.
Tipperati.
Do I get to do more?
You know what? I assume, Sean, you're just staying put where you are.
Yeah, I'm trying to be still. and
You heard a
silent.
noise about 30 feet away
Well, my
outside the building.
Yeah, my
But
zombie
you don't know what it
apocalypse
is.
instincts say remain still and don't attract attention to yourself.
Sure. Stetson, as you get your wits about you, there are hundreds of fungal zombies not terribly far away.
Is the broken window on the first floor enterable or not?
Yeah, you could scale it over a small wall and into the window.
Is there also a door nearby, maybe?
The front entrance of the building. That's like,
Well,
but there are fungal zombies over in that direction.
why use a door when there's a perfectly good window here? I'm gonna vault over it.
Perfectly good
And,
shard of
I'm gonna-
glass I can climb into.
I'm gonna get low.
Roll me a
Away from
stealth.
me.
Fucking Motherfucker.
Get a different die.
10.
So you do climb over, and you're trying to be careful, but your hand gets cut on the broken glass as you're climbing over, and
Bitch.
you cry out just out of instinct. You take 2 damage, by the way, from cutting your hands, and you're very sure that they hear you as you've climbed into the building. You're in a hallway. It looks like this looks like an office building, so there's offices on both sides. I believe it's a couple doors down. There's a door that's slightly cracked open, but everything else is
the office kitchenette.
It's run down. Yeah.
I'm gonna book it for the crack door and try and slide in and.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
I perceive. Hey. 21.
There is a body in this room, and a stench of decaying pork flesh.
I'm under the sink.
Yeah.
Does it look like it's covered in fungus?
No fungus whatsoever. Just looks like a body covered in pork.
I will use the stench of death to mask my presence, and I will just gently shut the door and try and. Is there a refrigerator or something I can hide behind?
There is a refrigerator up against the wall. It looks like this is some sort of break room. So there's a sink. That's where the pork body is currently laying underneath of.
I assumed it was a cabinet when we were talking about it last session. Like I was inside of a cabinet under a sink, like an under cabinet.
Okay, gotcha.
That's just like laying out there.
So I was like, all right, weird.
I don't want to try to empty out the refrigerator. I think that'd make too much noise. But if there's a space between it and the wall, I just want to slide in there, like I would into a lady's DMs.
It would probably the fridge is pretty tight up against the wall. Your best bet is to climb up and over and behind the fridge. Probably.
I will attempt to scale it like Catwoman.
Wait, are you not going to push that fridge?
Why would I push it?
In front of the door.
Ooh. Did somebody? Who the fuck is talking?
I'll help you.
That's not my inner monologue.
Who there?
I mean, who that?
Who there?
All right, I'm going to get up.
Out of the cupboard emerges a man or a humanoid covered in pig meat.
Oh shit!
It's me. It's Sean.
Dumb son bitch. Help me push this fridge.
Right, I assist. And we try to lock the door too this time because apparently that's something you two don't do.
And you can hear what appears to be a bunch of zombies, not climbing up and over, but just sort of like running into that wall. Mm-hmm. Eventually they'll climb over, but they're moving over towards that area.
With Alistair's assistance, I achieve a natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah. You guys push the fridge all the way up to the door. It's still pretty heavy. It's not... the only thing that's in it is basically mold at this point and empty plastic containers. All the food's rotted away by now, but, some mold and fungus has grown inside the fridge a little bit.
Does the door lock also?
Yeah. It's got a little push button.
Let's do that, and then... I'm gonna push since apparently I can't hide now with this meat. I'm gonna push the meat into the cracks under the door and around the door to stop them from being able to smell us.
Okay, all right.
But I still want to keep some to drape over myself.
Sure. Yeah, I'll say you have to use about half your pig.
Okay.
To
half my pork belly.
Yeah, half
mostly
your pork
skin.
Belly. Yeah. You cram it in there around the edges.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now we're gonna hide, but.
Yeah, where are you going to hide?
Quiet.
So in this room, there's a couple of tables, some toppled chairs, there's that sink cabinet, there's other cabinets.
Do we have any rope we could try to tie the door handle shut to?
Probably.
I don't know. If we can hear them, though, we should probably
just
say fuck it.
Tuck in.
Yeah. Let's take our time to hide good and assist each other's hiding positions. Be like,
I will. It's taking 20 is the thing, right? I just take 20 to hide really good.
Okay.
Hide so strong.
All right. So you guys are hiding in the room.
Yep.
You're hiding in cabinets. You even put some of the tables and chairs up against the cabinet, so it's not as easy to just go over there and investigate if there's a zombie.
I toss my Stetson new buddy a piece of pork just in case.
This isn't even cooked.
Well, it's a stink pork. It's not eaten
That's
pork.
fine. I eat it raw.
That's not going to go well for you.
Okay. Do you eat it raw?
No, I
chew it a little
bite
bit.
it and I hold it in my mouth, but as soon as I get in the cabinet, I spit it out. I'm just trying to look good. I'm just trying to look cool and manly.
Con save.
It's just in my mouth.
Yeah.
raw pork.
Put raw, not super fresh.
It's a few hours old.
Yeah.
17.
You're fine. You're a little slightly queasy, but nothing too terrible.
I ain't bitch made.
You're just like, ugh. But you can hear them. The rest of the glass basically bursts, and you can hear the shuffling and the moaning and the groaning and the scratching and all that jazz moving down the hallway. It sounds like they do bump into the door. They don't really know how to operate door handles, so they bang on the door a little bit, but
Occupied.
but they don't really burst through or anything like that. Like you can tell that, they get enough resistance that they're not worried about it. You can hear some sniffing noises close to the ground. So
God I did that.
there must be something out there that can sniff. So good call on that. And for at least a few minutes, it seems like they just keep streaming into the hall, and then they sort of the hallway gets quiet. Charlie, you're up on top of the building. You've bought yourself 2 turns with your nat 20.
I hope they don't kill Charlie.
Nice.
So what would you like to do?
Hit Tristan in the face.
It gets quiet in the hallway because they go upstairs to hear the noise.
Do I think that I got time to cut through 2 parts of this antenna to make it flop over onto the building?
Cut through with what?
Yeah, with my blowtorch.
No.
No? All right.
No, you don't have 12 seconds. Do that.
The gun jump method worked pretty well for Alistair.
I am going to open the back door of the car.
Okay.
Oh shit, there's a car up here?
Yeah, there's one car.
Yeah. And open the back seat to the trunk.
Okay.
And I'm going to crawl into the trunk and pull the seat closed after I shut the door behind me, of course.
Okay.
Not closed all the way, but like closed to where it looks like the seat's closed.
Sure.
You're gonna lock the door, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Door locked. All the doors are locked. I check
Okay.
all the safety points, and I hide in the trunk.
All right. So, not very long. You're waiting before you can
notice
hear.
there's a zombie in there with you.
Hey.
No,
was
Tristan, I
getting a
didn't roll a
big
nat 20.
So, yeah, you get in there and you can hear pretty quickly just hundreds of these fungal zombies running around up there. It also sounds like some of them are kind of dumb and fall off the top of the building as they're sort of like pushed and shoved off. But you hear this other strange noise amidst the cacophony of groans and moans.
With the coffin cacophony.
Yeah, coffin cacophony. It almost sounds like
Bleh.
It's the count.
bleh. No, it has a. It's like a high pitched shriek, but they're very long and drawn out and followed up usually by some sort of roaring noise. It's not right outside your car. It sounds like they're in one of the streets surrounding the building, as well as some like heavy thudding noises, like something heavy is out there. But I would say that if you're just hunkering down, and the car does shake every now and then because stuff's bumping into it, and you can hear things climbing onto the hood. Let me just make sure. Yeah, no. The hood doesn't pop open when something heavy jumps on it or anything like that, so your cover's not blown. But so the car does jostle around a bit, but eventually the sound sort of dies off as they make their way back down, the parking garage and in the street for the most part. I mean, there may be some stragglers out here. You're not 100% sure, but that's what you've seen.
One that got stuck in the corner is just staring at the concrete.
So yeah. What are you doing, Charlie?
Do I think that this car will start?
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh, I'm so good at that. Ooh, that's a 4.
You have no idea if this car will start until you actually get in there and start to, fuck with it, basically.
It's a car.
It is a car.
All right, cool.
The tires
Cool.
looked fine.
I saw the wheels on the way in.
Yeah,
The
I kicked him
seats-
a little.
The seats are kind of fucked,
It's a
but
car.
it might start.
All right, I'm gonna look for keys.
Okay.
Alicia's not there.
That's a 6.
You're not seeing any keys anywhere. You check all the usual places, where the ignition. And that's it. That's all you checked was the ignition. And on the seats.
Yeah.
Didn't see it on the seats either. So that was a 6.
Nice.
But when you're up there in the driver's seat, you do notice that there are a couple of, regular old Joe Schmo fungal zombies, wandering around up there. They're not right next to the car, but you do notice a few.
All right. I don't have anything. I don't have any good stealth weapons. But
You have a mace.
yeah,
got no
but
knife?
I mean,
The famously stealthy maze.
everybody's
It's
got a
stealthy.
knife.
Make a bang.
It's stealthy for the first one. Then, probably not as much.
Did you get his machete or no? The stealth machete?
She just went over for the mace.
Okay.
Yeah, and the antifungal spray.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's stealthy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean everybody's got a knife, so I'm gonna see if I can get some advantage on one of these zombies and try and stab it in the back of the head.
Okay. Roll me stealth.
That's a nat 20.
You are
Couldn't have had that
silent.
before.
Like a shadow in the night, you creep ever closer to the zombie. You move as she moves. The other zombie is just sort of staring off into the distance, not sure what to do. So that one is not doing anything right this second. But yeah, you make your way. You are right behind said zombie, as it's just meandering around.
I'm gonna try and stealth takedown it. Stealth it in a takedown. Take down it stealthily. Take it down.
Roll me an attack.
Stealthy.
Downtown.
Get down, stealth take.
It's a 23.
Oh yeah, it's gonna hit. So it's a knife, right?
Yeah.
So, because you are sneaking up, and I'm assuming stabbing it in the head.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you get 4d4.
Oh sweet.
44 damage. That's a lot.
That's a lot of damage. 44. I mean, phew.
So I did 44. There we go.
Plus your
12.
dex.
All ones.
Plus my dex. 14.
Yeah. So you stab this thing in the back of the head with this knife. Shink! And it goes, "Ah!" And then, but it was pretty quiet. It just it's stuck on the knife. It's just hanging. It's dangling. You're just holding it up like a
No,
a
no, I lower it
joystick.
down.
Charlie's strong as fuck.
Okay.
Lumber girl.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's true.
As you're lowering it down, it just so happens that the other zombie turns at that time and sees you and says, it doesn't scream like loud enough for probably anything else to hear, but it is running at you.
Okay.
So roll me a dex because this is sort of like an initiative.
19.
You're up first.
All right.
It's running at you.
I pull out my hockey stick and swing it right at it.
Okay.
With also a 19.
It's going to hit.
Hockey stick of doom.
Yeah, it's got a saw
For
blade on
7
the end of it.
damage.
Yeah. So you slash at this zombie. It cuts across the chest, and you notice that you definitely felt the bone as the saw blade went across, and
Nice.
it cut through a bunch of the fungal growths that were growing out of it, and you notice little bits flying off and things like that. But it doesn't die.
Is she like that character from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that has a hockey stick?
Casey Jones?
Casey Jones?
Yeah, you're like Casey Jones.
Hell yeah. I'm like
Sure.
redneck Casey Jones.
With a buzzsaw on the
Sure,
end.
bud. So it
I
runs
said
up,
redneck.
and it's all over you, but doesn't seem like anything happens. Your turn.
I don't like that.
Well, maybe it just bit her in the prosthetic leg, and
Maybe.
Yeah, it's a positive.
Yeah. If you get bit, I'll text you, or won't.
Okay.
Look at your phone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Look at your
I'm
phone.
gonna hit it.
To
Oh,
check
no.
to see if you got bit.
Oh no. I'm gonna hit it again. That's a 16.
It's gonna hit.
Sweet. For 6.
Okay, so this time, since the Zambi's right up on you, you sort of jack it up under the jaw with the stick, causing it to stumble backwards, and as it's stumbling backwards, you slash it again across the face. It cuts through most of the cheekbone area and actually, like, removes the jaw, and the head, it just goes down.
Nice.
Dead.
Nice.
Yeah. And, meanwhile, over in the other room...
So yeah, like after you fold the dough really well, you want to like flour your circle cutter, and you don't want to like twist when you push down. Okay. You just want to push straight down because that's how you get those like nice flaky edges when you bake the biscuits.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and you want to do like an egg wash on top and sprinkle some salt.
Oh, well, that's as simple as it could be.
Dude, fucking biscuits.
I can't believe I never tried this before.
Right?
As you guys talk about biscuits, that's where we're going to take a break. Hello, listeners. It is I, Dennis, the world's most okayest DM, here to talk to you once again about patreon.com/botchedpodcast. Now, we've been doing this for a very long time, so you know the song and dance at this point. So what's special about this month, you might be asking? Well, I mean, obviously we have all the normal stuff. The Discord, the art, the bi-weekly games where you get to play with members of Botched and other members of the community. But what about that bi-weekly episode that comes out? What's the special grab for that? Well, we did have a special guest. But what was the episode about? They play a bunch of drunk women in San Francisco. They're 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. I don't remember exactly how old they are, but essentially they get into to say some shenanigans would be understating it. Let's listen to a clip. Mostly stop puking, but it is like running, like you turn and it's like running down your chin. It's like dripping off like oatmeal a little bit.
I'm fine.
Like snotty oatmeal.
Oh, that reminds me of that wonderful brunch place called Goat Meal, where it's all goat cheese and oatmeal, raw oatmeal, with granola on top and acai berries.
And you talking about that, Stacy just inadvertently, without thinking about it, licks her lips and just.
And I just like look at her and just like push her head down into the vomit. Like, why would you push?
Dunker, that's right.
Why would I get dunked?
I'm gonna try strength. I'm gonna strength
Hold on,
pass it.
Regina, get that dog so you can chug puke faster. I got 20 on Chunky Brewster, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, it just kind of escalates from there. So if you want to check out the rest of that episode, as well as the hundreds, if not thousands of other hours of content we have available to you, head on over to patreon.com/botchedpodcast and subscribe today for as little as $5 a month. I think that's a cup of coffee. I don't drink coffee, so your guess is as good as mine. Anyways, back to the show. And we're back. All right, back to something more interesting. Charlie, what are you doing?
Now I'm going to assess the situation more properly and see if I can knock this damn tower over with my pliers and my stuff and everything.
So it looks like if you screwed around with the tower, it could probably you could definitely separate it off the building. If you did it because you have a construction background, obviously, you most definitely could probably detach things in a certain order where it would break in a direction that you want to go, sort of like when you're chopping a tree. You chop in like one section, so then it tends to break going that way. Same thing. Mm-hmm. So you could probably definitely do it, and stealthily at this point. Wouldn't be too loud.
I would like to do that.
All right. It takes you a few minutes, but eventually you hear it, and the metal starts to bend, and the entire tower starts to go. And you're on the, I believe, 5th story.
Yeah, you said she went 3 up and we were at 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, you were on 3 or 4 before. So I'll say you're on this top of this building is 6 stories. So 6th story goes over and smashes into the glass of the building that's next door.
Should we roll perception?
Nice.
Oh, you hear it.
Okay.
You don't even have to roll perception.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
You feel a slight shake in your building, and it sounds like something has happened way, way, way above you. And yeah, so the tower is smashed into, it actually smashes through the glass, sort of breaks the front part of one of the floors, and then bust through to the next floor. So it's almost like a ramp a little bit. It's not going to be the easiest thing to walk on or run on or anything like that, but yeah. And, as you're doing that, you notice that you look down. Roll me a perception check.
17.
Okay. You notice horde of zombies or whatever, but you also notice where that shrieking noise was coming from. There is a zombie that you've not seen before. It looks like a gargantuan slug, but with like a weird deformed female body, or even possibly a couple different bodies, like on the front of it. And like just big pustules on their like necks. It's like this huge, giant, sluggy maggot-looking thing. Yeah. And it also has like all these weird sort of proboscis things, almost like spider legs, but not to move it. They're just up and suspended in the air. And walking on either side of it are two of these huge, gargantuan-looking, like colossal zombies. You saw one previously at the hospital. That's what busted through the door in the wall. They have like big swollen limbs, and like they're 3 times bigger than a normal person.
And this one that had acid?
Big old smashy boys.
Okay.
Yeah. They don't have acid. They look like they're just big beefy boys. And they're literally walking right alongside this weird slug thing as it just moves through the streets and shrieks wildly. The other zombies are staying away from it, but that's moving. And it doesn't seem like any of the zombies have noticed you up above. There are some zombies clambering into the building, namely through the broken window that's below every now and then, but for the most part, nobody's really paying attention to that building for now.
All right.
Real quick, DM, just because I don't want you to embarrass yourself further.
Mm-hmm.
A proboscis is a big nose.
What's
a proboscis?
Yeah.
A proboscis is a flower that gets paid.
What's the word I'm thinking of then? That's like Starship Troopers. Remember the thing that juts into the guy's brain?
It's a proboscis.
Proboscis. Okay, sorry. Proboscis is what I meant to say. Okay.
I didn't find that to be clear from what you said. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't find that to be clear from you. I thought neither one of the words worked.
I thought that you were saying they were both wrong.
Yeah.
No. Proboscis is the word you were looking for.
Okay.
Proboscis is what you said.
Got it.
High biscuits.
Pro-biscuits.
I'm pro-biscuits.
Proboscis. Sure.
I am also pro-biscuits.
Yes. Yeah, I would vote for that person.
Mm-hmm.
Free biscuits on a daily basis. Yeah.
Biscuits 2020.
Biscuits. So yeah. So it has numerous proboscis. Proboscis? Proboscis?
Proboscis.
Probiscum.
Numerous
Probiscum.
pro-bass shop medals.
Probisco. Got it.
Panic at the Probisco.
Yeah. So
Probiscuous.
So it's got, man, it looks like dozens of these things just jutting up and sort of dangling up off the sides of this weird slug thing.
Can one dangle up? I mean, I suppose if gravity is reversed.
So like the arms go up and then they like the proboscis hang down. So they're dangling. Charlie, what are you doing now?
I'm going to very carefully try and test it first and then climb across this antenna.
It's definitely sturdy enough. It's not moving anywhere. It's not sliding around. Right. It looks like the impact made it really just sort of settle in place. Now, if you wait like a year or a couple, it'll probably be loosey-goosey enough where it would fall out. But for right now,
it's a good thing I'm here now.
Yeah, you're fine.
I cross.
Okay, roll me acrobatics.
Sweet. 18.
Yeah, you just sort of shimmy your way on over there. And you make it over to the other side. And you don't see any zombies over here. It looks like it's an office building that's been long abandoned. You do see some skeletons here or there and some fungal growths here and there, but not too much. It looks like, this city is kept fairly fungus clean.
Man, imagine dying at your office.
Oh my God. No.
Sounds awful.
Yep.
I refuse to imagine that.
This is
worst nightmare.
But yeah, so that's where you are. It sounds as though there are possibly zombies somewhere in this building, but they're not super close to you. Because you can hear them, you can hear rattling around, you can hear moans and groans and rah, stuff like that. But like I said, doesn't sound like they're on your floor. It sounds like they're far, far below. Sean and Stetson, are you staying put?
So after we hear like the big crash bang sound,
Yeah.
Like go up to the door and try to listen outside to see like what's going on.
Sure.
Is there like a bunch of sound coming out of the hallway? I got an 8.
You put your ear up to the door. All you can hear, it does sound like, zombies every now and then pour over the wall, go through the hallway, knock on the door. Not knock on the door, but like bang into the door every now and then. But that's about it. The ceiling above you is like that weird drop tile stuff, so you can kind of hear that there's probably some upstairs, at least on one floor above. That's all you're getting.
As I observe Alistair putting his ear to the refrigerator next to the door,
with a piece of pork in between it.
Yeah.
I will put my ear to the undoubtedly thin drywall of the office building,
Okay.
to see if I hear
That's
anything.
disconcerting, but true.
All right.
There's also
that's
windows in that room.
Really?
windows to the inside.
Windows to the outside.
Okay. All right. It's 16.
Okay.
Feel less safe.
You definitely hear numerous zombies running around inside this building looking for something. Probably you guys. And it also sounds like there are some, at least 1, 2, maybe even 3 stories above you.
Is there the window? Is it a slide up? Is it a slide to the side? Is it
Doesn't
a
look
push
like
and it pivots?
It doesn't look like they open.
Well,
Shit.
Can I just press my face just real hard like a child trying to see down a very tall building, and look up and see if maybe there's some sort of fire escape?
So if you press your face real close to the glass and look up, you notice that there is what looks to be almost like a radio tower going from the parking garage all the way over to your building. But because you're in the building, you can't see if there's a fire escape from there.
I mean, it's got to be a fire escape in every building, right?
Yeah,
That's just like fire code.
sure, but it's not going to be on the first floor.
Okay, is there a real like sturdy, real super sharp knife in the kitchen?
I've got one.
You find knives.
You got one?
Yeah.
All right. I saw this in Batman the Animated Series.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Cut a circle on the glass.
Not that sharp.
Also, you could see zombies outside in the
Yeah,
street.
stop moving.
I close the curtains.
Like you could see them out there.
Let's close the blinds.
So I think, cutting into the glass will probably draw attention. In fact, while you have your face up against the glass, you notice that there is a giant slug-like zombie
Nope.
crawling its way through the street with 2 hulking monstrosities
Close the blinds.
walking next to it and as they walk. And it shrieks a lot.
I'm going to give myself a secret intelligence check. Ooh, that's pretty damn good.
Okay.
All right. So, Alistair, I believe our wood crazed companion may have made her way over here on yonder antenna.
And can you close the blinds for me?
I've already done that.
Okay.
And I think we should scour whatever we can out of this kitchen as in the way of stealth items and stealth knives.
Stealth knives.
Only
out.
the darkest, least reflective knives.
Okay.
And get
But
out
you're-
there and kill some zombies and get up to her. Help her
Well,
out.
should we go out to the street or should we try to crawl into the drop ceiling?
okay,
'Cause
so-
can we
I
crawl
don't know
along
what the
struts?
fuck that thing was out there on the street, but
Yeah.
I don't care to meet it. I think
Me
I'd
either.
rather take my chances with the regular zombies.
So we're just gonna open this door.
I think that's all we can do. You want me to get ready with the knives, or should you? And I'll move the fridge.
I've got a pretty good dex attack. I say out of character.
All right. Well, I don't know what exactly you mean by that, but I will move this fridge.
So I've got a +6 to attack for dex.
I'm still not
like
sure why
with
you were
dex.
citing numbers at me, son. But
Okay, so open that fridge up. Let's go. No
Okay.
guns,
I'll pull the
only
fridge-
knives.
I'll
Only
pull
knives.
the fridge back to open the door.
We're stealthing.
All right.
Well, the fridge is gonna make noise. I'll assist the fridge.
Well, so luckily, when you wait for it to be relatively quiet in the hallway. You move the fridge. You open the door. You don't see anything in your immediate hallway.
Scooby-Doo lookout.
You know it won't be very long before something else comes in that window, probably, but because it's busted. But there's nothing there right this second.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, stealthing up the stairs.
Roll stealth. It's also very dark in this building, so
22.
19.
Okay. You guys are both super stealthy. As you make your way down the hallway, it's a T intersection. There's stairs. There's like a picture of stairs for an exit, as well as, you're probably sure you could probably go upstairs that way too. But so you turn to the left where those stairs are located, and you see that there are a number of zombies in that hallway. Like I said, it is very dark.
A number, you say?
It looks like there are 2 zombies right now from what you can see.
Okay.
And it also appears that they are not looking in your direction.
Alistair, you want right or left?
Left side.
I'll take right.
Strong side.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, roll to attack.
17.
It's going to hit.
With my super chef's knife?
So that'll be 4d4 plus your...
Well, same as a regular knife, even though
Yeah, because you stabbed him in the head, yeah. Okay. It's a knife.
Non-natural 20 for me.
Same thing. 4d4 plus dex.
16 damage.
You stab it in the back of the head, dies immediately. Goes down.
I ready my next attack in case my friend doesn't do so good?
Yep.
13.
Also, stabs it in the back of the head. You guys are in sync. Like, so in sync. Like Justin and one of the other ones.
I give Alistair a sturdy thumbs up.
Yeah. Both. Stab, stab. Down they go. And you can see a stairwell to the left.
You said she was upstairs?
I think she's probably on the roof.
All right, let's go.
And so you creep your way down the hallway. Roll me another stealth.
15 this time.
Okay. Pretty stealthy.
10.
Okay. So, Sean, you're going down the hallway very quietly, but Stetson, you step in a puddle of fungal zombie. You fart. You just can't help it because you bit into that pork.
Tight,
It's just
form-fit jeans.
But you step on some what appears to be some fungal zombie blood, and it makes like a sneaker on a very slippery
Basketball
surface.
court. Yeah.
The basketball court side, yeah. I pivot.
And you know that you are probably going to have a very small amount of time before one of these things, or many of these things, come to investigate.
Close the door behind us.
I speed up towards the stairs a little bit.
Okay. So you guys move over towards the stairs. As soon as you round the corner, you notice that there are 3 zombies in this stairwell.
Shit. But we closed the door behind us anyway.
Sure. So you close the door behind you guys, and there's 3 zombies right there in your vicinity looking right at you. So roll me initiative.
Go, motherfuckers.
I initiate with a 16.
Whew, they got a nat 20.
Fuck off.
So
I initiate with
No.
a 9, and I didn't want to go first anyway.
Okay.
I, of course, have my good old handy wrap around my arm so I don't get bit good.
Hander dander.
So I don't get bit good.
The Train to Busan special.
Okay. So the 3 zombies are going to go, and let's see here.
You want to roll them separately? They all get nat 20s?
No, I've always done that. All the monsters go once.
Live or die by the 1 roll here at Botched Podcast.
So let's see here.
They
Who's
all
the
crit you.
Tristan, you're higher up on my screen, so you'll be the high.
God damn it.
Stetson, you'll be the low.
I'm so high.
2 are going to attack Sean. 1's going to attack Stetson.
Yeah.
What's your ACs, just so I know?
15.
Okay.
My leather cowboy boots give me an armor class of 12.
I was assuming because I'm wearing chef's stuff that I have +2.
I'm wearing denim.
Do I not have a +2 to my natural AC?
Why?
Because I'm wearing a lot of linen.
Because
It's basically cloth armor.
He's a cook, so
Cloth armor doesn't give you anything in D&D.
all the flour that is caked on him.
So I'll just take a 13 for my AC then.
Okay.
Yeah, we're bad at being in the apocalypse, not armoring
Yeah, we're
ourselves.
fucking it up.
Okay. So all 3 of the zombies move right into your range, and they're all over you. And I will text each one of you who got hit. If you got hit,
yeah.
If you get hit, I'm texting. So if you get a message, that means you got bit.
Looking at my phone.
Bit or like grappled?
Bit.
I thought we had agreed there was
What
a grappling
is a
before
bite
there was
but a
bite?
grapple
No,
of
always.
the mouth?
Yeah, biting or scratching. Either one of these could be. So I have sent the messages. So if you've been bit or scratched, you've been notified. So the 3 zombies come in. They do their
I
thing.
know that now.
Then, Sean, you're up.
There's one attacking me. You said
2.
2.
Yeah.
All right.
They're right up in your grill.
And I can aim for the face.
You can aim for the face or
All
the
right,
head.
aim for the fucking face.
-2.
So +6 -2 is 22. Eat
It's
it.
going to hit.
44.
Well,
not
the
stealth
44
attack?
was because of stealth. So,
So like 2d6.
I'll say 2d4
2d4.
plus dex.
Bunch
Let's
of
give it a
horseshit.
bonus 2 because of the stealthy thing.
9.
Okay. So you stab it in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem like it dies.
Stab it again.
Okay.
With a 1.
Oh, a botch.
With a 1.
Okay. Let's see. What did the death die say today?
Don't you 95 me or above?
No, I didn't roll that high. But
He
you
rolled
drop.
69.
You drop your knife.
I needed that knife.
Ting, 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 onto the ground.
Welcome to my fart palace.
Well, surely he, along with me, found some extra knives in the kitchen.
Now, did you have one knife and you were stabbing twice, or did you have 2 knives?
I had one knife and I was stabbing twice.
Okay, that's fine. So those are your 2 attacks. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Stetson.
Well, I had 2 knives.
Well, then I want to take, and then for my second action, I want to take a dodge action.
Okay. What's that do?
Makes me dodge good.
Okay.
You're the DM.
Dodge. Yeah, I forget. No one ever does it.
Well, I'm doing it because I'm not moving.
They have disadvantage on attack.
Yeah.
Okay. But don't you? But to take a dodge action, does that mean you can't attack?
No, because you have two.
No,
you have 2
'cause
actions
it's-
in a round.
Yeah, it's an action.
And I
so.
attack twice with one.
No, you have
action.
a movement action and
I
an
did-
action. I thought.
Dodge is a movement action.
Oh, dodge is a movement action. Okay.
Pretty sure.
It depends on your class.
my class. It's a movement action.
Okay, well, there you go.
Okay.
As a chef, as a chef, I can dodge real
said
good.
so.
That said so. Fine. I'll say
Yeah, you have to
instead
be
of
able to
moving,
dodge in a kitchen.
since you're not moving, I'll say you can dodge to give them disadvantage when they're attacking. Stetson, you're up.
What was the damage that zombie attacked me for?
If
you not say
if you
that?
took
Or was
damage,
that
I
in
would
the-
send it to you because
Okay.
we're keeping it a mystery.
Gotcha. A mystery.
give it away.
Nobody knows.
Nobody
I don't
knows.
Like it.
Nobody knows. Well, I'm gonna attack him
Okay.
because I don't like nobody snapping at me. Like
Sure.
snappy,
Snap, snap, snapperoo.
snap it a do. That's a 19.
It's gonna hit.
Okay. What's my damage there?
So did you call a shot or are you just stabbing?
I was just stabbing wildly into
Oh,
the dark.
it's just a D4 plus your dex.
That's 3.
Okay.
And now that I've got him off center, I'm gonna come around with the other knife for my second attack and try and get him in that eye socket.
Okay.
-2.
Yes.
Fuck.
Well, also, so you have 2 knives, right?
Yes.
So you're dual wielding. So attack.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
You just-
definitely a miss with my offhand.
Yeah, you just don't get your bonus for your.
I'm gonna
offhand.
try to come around with the under the jaw.
Sure.
Under the jaw
For your
with
main,
my, with
for,
my, with
for
my
your second
primary.
attack.
Yeah.
Cha-cha. Okay.
Son of a bitch! I rolled the same goddamn thing.
What'd you get?
A fucking 8.
Yeah, no, it's not good enough. What'd you get for your offhand on the second attack?
Let's see. Hey, I got a 15.
That's good. Yeah, it's good. Roll your damage. I don't think you get to add your dex score to it.
No,
Fuck it. I'll let you add your dex score to it.
I thank you.
Yeah. I don't. You can't add your proficiency to the attack, but you can still add the damage to it. So.
It become clear to me that I can't do what I said I did. So I'm not taking a dodge action. I'm just standing there.
5 damage.
Alrighty.
I've been wrong before, and I'm wrong again.
So you stab this thing in the head this time. It goes under the jaw. It looks like it almost pokes up out of its mouth and through the nose a little bit. So you haven't hit the brain, but it definitely did a good bit of damage, as like a lot of the blood and like other weird lumpy stuff has fallen out of the hole around the knife. And
Just gonna hold tight to that knife and make sure that that snappy thing don't come after me.
Sure. That part
for the first time.
So 2 will attack Sean. Okay. And 1 will attack.
Sean!
I don't like being attacked.
Sean!
Okay.
Heavy rain.
Let me text.
Maybe
If
or
anyone's
maybe
been
or maybe
attacked?
not text anybody.
Yeah.
He says as he looks down at his phone.
I may or may. If you noticed last time, I also
You
looked
did,
down
it's
at my
true,
phone.
it's true.
So, yeah. Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I don't like it.
So yeah. So it'll be back around to Sean.
Still 2 zombies at me.
Yeah. Right on you. One is not looking great. Has had numerous knife wounds.
Do I have any? I've got other weapons in my pack, of course.
Probably. Though they are on top of you, so that makes things a little difficult.
Oh, I'm like literally on the ground. Sorry.
No. But I mean, like, they're on you. I mean, they're
Okay. Well, luckily, Sean
Uh-huh.
is a smart boy and took the grappler feat.
Okay.
So smart.
That I just have to pull up the rules to. I'm gonna make a grapple check
Okay.
against one of them.
Sure.
The least stabby dude one, because he's gonna stab him next turn. Clearly, because he goes after me.
Stabby
Well, you-
dude, long lost nephew of Scooby-Doo.
You have 2 on you. He has 1 on him.
Oh, that other one's still alive.
Yeah.
You suck.
You can kill him.
Okay.
You got him low.
Okay. So a grapple is an attack action, right?
Yes.
So I get 2 attacks. So I can stab and then grapple?
Sure.
All right. Do it. I'm going to stab the one that's been stabbed before by me. I'm going to hit it.
In the head or just in general?
Yeah, in the head.
Okay.
Fuck off. 6 more damage.
You stab him in the head. This time, it goes limp,
Thank God.
goes down. Because you stab it right in the temple. Goes right through. The eyes poke out a little bit because you moved some stuff around. And down it goes.
Okay. I'm going to use at least 1 free hand, and I'm going to grapple instead of an attack.
Okay.
And it's either strength or dex chosen by either of us. Better.
All right.
Better choice. And if I succeed on my attack as an opposing attack, the target is incapacitated. So I got a 15,
Okay. So I'm supposed to roll.
an opposing strength.
You win. Barely, but you
Okay,
win.
sweet. I'm just like locking this thing down,
Okay.
so it can't do anything. I don't think it can attack me.
Okay. So yeah, you basically, I'm imagining you sort of wrap one arm around it and then the other one under the chin so it can't do anything.
But I can still. So it's saying I can still attack it while it's grappled. So like
Oh, okay.
I'm like one arm stiff arming it
Sure.
or something.
You're stiff arming it. Slap fighting.
You're just Heismaning it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stetson, you're up.
But both of us
All right.
can't move. Is the takeaway?
Sure.
I'm gonna stab.
All right.
I'm gonna stab him.
Calling the shot or just stabbing?
Just stabbing. Natural
Okay.
20.
Yeah, it's going to hit.
That's my 3rd of the session. How about that? Fake rolls. All right. And that is almost max damage. Not quite. All right. That's a with that knife, that's going to be an 8 damage.
So you stab into the chest, but you know you don't even know your own strength sometimes, Stetson, and you actually rip downwards, and just like a hot knife through butter, it just goes right down. And as you go through the stomach region, all of it like it had a buildup of something inside, and the guts just burst forward, and they just fall out of it. Just
This is normal to me.
yeah, and it just falls, it collapses in on itself. You still have another attack, and the other one is grappled, so I think that gives
All
you
right.
advantage.
It sure does.
Little
I'm
help.
gonna. I'll give you more than a little, buddy. Advantage gives me a nice 21 to attack.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Shit, yeah. All right, and that's gonna be two damage.
2? Oh yeah, no, it's barely injured.
I come up with the other hand. Let's stab it. I'm gonna try and get it in the eye.
Okay.
I feel like your third attack in the round, or what? Oh, you pushed.
I rolled a 2. God damn! I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Get out. At least it wasn't one. I'm not stabbed.
Yeah, right.
Stab me with.
Thank goodness I had advantage on that.
Yeah, so you miss. It'll be back around to the creature, so it's going to try and strength out.
Yep, it does an opposing roll to get out.
Got an 18.
I got a motherfucking 19. Get out.
All right. It
Get
can't. And it just can't seem to get loose.
I'm too quick.
You're too quick.
Like, pap.
Pap, pap. Sean, you're up.
All right. I get an advantage attack. I will hit it with a 19. I'll even take the -2 to hit it in the head.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 79. 9 damage.
Okay. It is real close to death. It does. It looks like it's having a rough time.
I think I still get to attack twice.
I assume.
Same damage.
Okay. So yeah, this time you stab it in the head, and you come down on the top of it. But like again, you sort of do a little bit of a jerking motion, and it forces you hear the snap of the neck as the knife goes, the head goes, but the rest of the body doesn't, and you've basically ripped the head off of this thing, and it collapses. You start to hear some scratching and banging on the door outside, like right behind you, because you guys are making some noise in here. But you
get away.
Seems like you go up the rest of the stairs for right now.
Let's go find Charlie.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So as you start to make your way up the stairs, that's where we're going to call it. So thanks so much for tuning in. Check us out next time.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, and Twitch at Botched Podcast. This episode of Botched is brought to you by the Patreon producers, His Lord of Majesty, Big Jim, The Knock, Big John, Lord Chronic, Skinner, God King Shanda Panda,
Long Maggie Brains.
Praise
Female Zuchari, Gamers Galaxy, Disgruntled Furniture, Sonata Mag, and Bread 2287.
Can you do that last part again? Because Dennis cleared your throat every time of it.
You want to send something to the studio and we'll open it up on stream? You can do that by sending things over to P.O. Box 3178, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania 17325. If you can want to support the show but can't do it financially, you can head on over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review. Thank you to our newest patron, Snarlax.
Snarlax?
We appreciate your patronage.
Hell yeah.
Thank you to Gozer for intro and outro theme. You can follow them all over the internet at Gozer_music or just tiny.cc/Gozer. Thank you to Emily Swan for our album art. She is all over the internet at a swan named Emily. And as always,
when the full weight of a 200-pound man and his cowboy boots isn't enough to break a pane of fucking glass, and you plummet 2 stories, scream botched as you fall, and we'll hear you.
See you next week, nerds.
You could support Dennis's comic book projects over at patreon.com/hivehead studios. You can support Steve's stuff over on YouTube at He Who Is Steve. You can support Phil on Patreon or Twitch at Imaginary Nomad. You can support Jen by checking out her other podcasts like Horse Girls on all your podcatchers. You can also check her out on social media or Twitch at Jenna Chill with 1 L. And you can check out Chonky every so often on Twitch at Chonky_Kong.
Should we, as Charlie noticed, take a break?
We already did take a break.
Did we?
We just did.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
just took a break.
Literally just did it like a minute ago.
I stroked the fuck out.
During your biscuit combo.
Yeah,
That really happened?
You talked about biscuits, then I said,
Yep.
and as you talk about that, let's take a break.
I thought you said let's do something more interesting.
And then
Have you-
we're back. Let's talk about something more interesting.
Wow.
Have you already forgotten our time in
Jesus.
Houston when we made biscuits together in the kitchen?